Yo, you know what time it is. We are back with another how to sound like tutorial. And today we are doing one of the heaviest bands on the scene right now. I'm talking Paleface Swiss. So if you haven't heard of these guys, let me fill you in. They're only one of the most heaviest, bone-crushing, nastiest, raunchiest bands on the scene right now. So you guys know me. I'm streaming on YouTube like 3 and 4 nights a week, right? So I decided to do this video live on my stream. But before we get into the playthrough and the tutorial, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I respond to every one of them. I've said it before and I'll say it again. These things go a long way in the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate that. So really quick, I have an important announcement to make. Trust me, you're going to want to listen to this. I am doing my first ever YouTube community gear giveaway. So here's the details of the giveaway. There's going to be 3 winners. The 3rd place winner is going to win 3 Drum Now MIDI packs. Any 3 of their choosing on Drum Now's website. 2nd place winner is going to get a $100 gift card to none other than sweetwater.com. Are you guys ready for this? 1st place winner is going to get my Adams F7's studio monitors. All you have to do is join my YouTube membership section. And on June 14th, I'm going to live stream, and you're invited, obviously, as I pick 3 winners. And we're going to do a 3rd-party spin of the wheel, random draw with all the members' names on it. And we're going to do that 3 times and get 3 winners in real time on the live stream. So if you want to try to win yourself any of these prizes from Drum Now, Sweetwater, or my personal Adams F7's studio monitors, all you got to do is hit that join button, and you're automatically entered to win one of these 3 prizes on June 14th. Okay, guys, let's get into the playthrough, and then make sure you stick around for the tutorial where I show you how I did this from start to finish on live stream. First things first, you know the drill. We're using Rhino for the playback. And then Modern and Massive 2. Might as well, right? I got a little fill programmed here and I just did this. And then we're going to go into something heavy. I chose 197. You guys know me, I love awkward tempos. So we're just going to go straight with these double bass. Make sure so that snare off beat. This version of GGD, I don't really need to program too many crashes, but I can. And then let's keep those kick drums going. I'm really trying to keep that like drivey vibe they got. Let's do like some rides on the end of this, like ting 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 ting. There we go. I wanted to program something faster just so I can get the idea of like what Paleface would do. Is really just adrenaline, super heavy like Slipknot vibes, but like really heavy breakdowns obviously. So I'm going to drag these over really quick. These are just some impacts. Now I don't necessarily have the riff, but this is how I work. I get something kind of figured out and then I'll just kind of roll with it until I figure out, you know, what sounds the best. So I do have this cool intro here. funny thing about these guys, they do a lot of these type of chords, like just regular power chords mixed with just like just heavy stuff. So like that's how we'll start it. Like, you know, I normally track like the tightness of the guitars, like I would say at like a solid 9, but we can dial it back to like a 6. We just don't need them to be that tight. In fact, maybe having them a little like looser, or a little bit more loose, I should say, will create a better widening effect. And we're just gonna bring these chugs over here. So it'd be like this. And they don't need to be super tight as well. We might throw one in there, it's pretty tight. The gate's not as cranked today, again, because I don't want it to be as like genty. If you listen to these guys, they're a little bit more authentic in their approach of just like really heavy. Their guitar players totally shred. That's like a sick riff for that to go into. See if we can get one. Maybe. And you know, we might want to kick in those bass drums like this. Maybe take this one out as well. So this would be the intro. So we're gonna hit that 1. I don't know if I'm gonna hold that out. Yeah, let's do it like this. There we go. One more. And then we could also throw in some feedback. You guys know I love feedback. Because this band is very raunchy. I'm probably going to reverse these unless we start the track out with like some feedback. Fading that feedback in. I mean, I don't know if you guys are like that, but I like to do the bass like before I like forget it. Especially if I write on the fly like this. There it is. So let's hear that. Now we're gonna speed this beast up. You guys ready? Verse 1's gonna come in and just be super, super heavy. Always make the freaking bass drum and snare off with each other. Like never, ever put these on with each other. Just so it sounds as real as possible. Yeah, just nasty and messy right there. So we're gonna track that octave. Now that sounds pissed. Yeah, and then we'll hit that 2 in there. Yep, and then we go. And there's a lot of attack cut out in these chugs right here. And that's not even blended. Blended would be like this. But add drums. and it just makes it just tighter. And the reason why I want this to be tighter is because this is the verse. You want it to kind of go from like up here to like, ooh, like down here. So that's why I'm choosing to tighten up that riff as opposed to it's a little bit more loosely played right here. Put those palm mutes there again. And then we're going to do a little choke action on the cymbals right here to get into that next breakdown. Put the bass drum and the floor tom right there. There it is. Maybe something like that actually, so. Copy and paste that. And now we're gonna hit those squealies right there, just to be typical. Thank you, bro. And we don't have any sort of effects or anything going into that, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna, I'll just put a basic impact into it, and let me just kind of see what that does for it. Let's program that bass. Copy that. Let's put our new metal lead right there in the middle of that section. Let's print that. We're committing right here, right now. Let's go. Pan at center. There we go. Boom, there it is, cool. So copy that part. There it is. Cut a little bit of those highs out of there. So we could totally put some of that feedback from earlier in there too. So let me put these in here on the real channels. Here it is. All right, let me hear that in context really quick. Let's play it from back here so I can hear this. bro. Okay, sick. Let's see. Final breakdown, fellas. Final breakdown, is it really? Yes, it is. There we go. Ding dang, ding 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 ding. There it is. Let's get one more in there. And I think that's it right there. Yeah, I do like that. Well, there you have it. Paleface Swiss. We did it live on the stream. If you like how this session sounds, if you like how these drums sound, make sure to check out dustybulls.com. Make sure you check out the member section for a ton of behind the scenes exclusive content. The new Discord is live and ready. Make sure you hit that up. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. That works.